What's good, YouTube? It's Yugioh Bender coming to the deck profile on Fluffals. What's your name?
Jack, mine's.
Okay, and we can get into it.
Alright, so we're going to start off with 3 Edge Imp Sabers.
Yeah, turn them.
Your whole extra deck revolves around your Edge Imp Sabers and chains, at least in my variant. There are saws and all that, but I don't see an ease from 3 chains. Saber's effect, when he's engraved, you can top deck 1 card in your hand, put him on, special summon him from the field. Chain's effect, when he declares an attack, you can add another chain from your deck to hand, and then when he's sent to graveyard, you can add a Fright for Fusion from deck to hand. Fright for yeah. So 3 of each. 2 Tomahawk. Tomahawk's effect, you can pitch a card from your hand to deal 800 to your opponent. And then you can send 1 Edge Imp monster from your deck to the grave. It gives Tomahawk the name of that monster, so it's also good for sending Edge Sabers to the grave, so you can end up getting him out on the field, so you have a target for your polys if you don't have a Fright for Fusion in hand. For your Fluffals, I run 2 Rabbit. Rabbit's effect. If it's sent to the graveyard for fusion material, as a fusion summon, you can add 1 Edge Saber or a Fluffal monster from your graveyard. So you can start recycling from your grave to hand, whether if you need a Sabers or one of your owls, dogs, or whatever. 1 Sheep. His effect is tricky. If you control a Fluffal monster except Sheep, you can special summon this card from your hand and then return 1 Fluffal monster you control to the hand. So it's your recycler, so if you want to say, let's pull out Sheep, you can special summon him to add Fluffal Rabbit back to hand. It's usually if you need his effect more than once, you can, Fluffal monster his effect more than once, you can recycle him. 3 Dogs. His effect, when this card is no more special summoned to your hand, you can add 1 Sabers or Fright for Fluffal monster from your deck to your hand, except Dog. One of the main engines of the deck is Owl. His only relevant effect in my build would be normal summon him to add a polymerization from deck to hand. He has all other effects which I don't usually find useful. And then 1 Bear. I only run him because of fusion conscription, and I'll go into that for other. So for our spells, 3 Fright for Fusions. Basically banish materials from your grave as cost, and then fuse whatever you need to. 3 Polys. 2 Dark Fusion. It's basically a polymerization, only it can't be countered by other card effects and all that, and the monster that's summoned can't be targeted by card effects. 3 Fusion Conscription. I use this for a bear or whenever I need to get a chain or scissors. You reveal an extra deck monster, and you add 1 of those materials from your deck to your hand. So if I need 1 more Fluffal, I will reveal Fright for Bear. I will reveal Fright for Bear to get a Fluffal Bear from deck to hand, since it says Fluffal Bear on the thing. Or you can even say reveal Sheep or tie Wolf to add Sabers. 1 Fright for Factory. His effect, you can banish a polymerization or a Fright for Fusion from your graveyard to activate it as a poly. So if you don't have a poly in hand, but you already have 1 engraved, you can banish it, diffuse from your handed field. I think. Yeah. 1 Burial, recycle, you're banished. 2 Fusion Recoveries. 1 Upstart, 1 Day Piece, 2 Dark Hole, 3 MST. And that is my build.
Alright, can we see the extra deck?
Yes. For the extra deck, you never really want to go into these unless you really have to. Land up Zemnis. You don't really, like I said, you really don't normally bring him out, but sometimes you need to. Dark Brazilian, XYZ Dragon. Now for the Frightfurs, 3 sheep. They all have the effect of when they're brought out on the field, If they're destroyed by battle, you can bring them back out with 800 more attack, but you can only activate his effect once per turn. So if you have 2 sheep out, you can only bring back one of them if they're both destroyed. 3 wolf. He's one of the main engines of your deck, really. When you fusion summon with him, how many fusion materials you use with him, he can attack that amount of times. So normally the combo would be Tiger, and then Fright for Fuse, like fuse a Fluffal and a Sabers to get a Tiger, pop as many cards as you can on the field with the amount of fusion materials you use. And then if you have a Fright for Fusion, banish for Fright for Fusion to bring out Wolf and attack for game. Fright for Tiger, he has the passive effect of every Fright for monster on your field. Each of those gain 300 attack. And when he's fusion summoned, for every material that you use, you can pop that many cards on the field. So it's good for wiping the field to set up for an OTK or a back row. 2 Sabertooth, you use him to you fuse one of your Fright Furs and or then any other Fluffal or Edge monster. His effect is if you have a Fright Fur Engrave, you can special him, and each Fright Fur monster gains 400 attack.
Okay.
And if he's summoned with 3 or more materials, he's unaffected, but he cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. 1 bear, because fusion conscription if you ever need that extra Fluffal that you need. And then Fright for Chimera. I never go into him, I just have him to fill in space. I've never seen use, but you fuse him for 3 Fright for monsters. And this card is attacked or is attacked. Opponent cannot activate card effects until the end of damage check. When this card is destroyed, an opponent's monster by battle, it sends to the graveyard. You can special summon that monster to your side of the field.
All right, thanks for the deck profile. We got Dino Mist coming up next by the same person.